Hi, good morning. Uh, thanks, Tim. Thanks for joining today's class. Today's class, we're gonna talk about the next continuous topics for the previous classes. Just to recap, last four classes we have discussed about what is the basic definition of networking and what are the different networking roles. I means designations people can get based upon their experience level and the organization structure. Also, we talk about the different types of communication modes, like we spoke about the simplex, off duplex, and full duplex. Along with that, we have discussed on the different networking concepts like networking model, reference models, which the communication has work on. Those are OSI reference model and TCP/IP model on a high level, and the basic function each layer functioning we have discussed, and what the protocols like important protocols uh, like works on each protocol we have discussed. And also we have talked on different types of physical cabling, like how the devices, like how the end user devices or networking devices which connect each other by using the different types of connector or cabling, that also we have covered. And we have talked different protocols on each layer, like physical layer, data link layer, as from here to the application layer, top layer. What we discussed, we already done. Today's class, we gonna talk on how the layer two will works, on which protocols involve in layer two to make the communication successful. Along with that, we can discuss what is the MAC address, like what is the reference in layer 2, the data link layer. What is the reference, on which reference the communication may happen, that we can discuss. Along with that, last class we have completed the hub. What is the hub functionality, what it will work, in which layer it operates. Now we can talk about the switch. Okay, what is the switch, in which layer switch operate, on what basis switch will work, functionalities we can discuss. The last we can discuss about the collision domains. Okay, we have actually basically two domains, collision and broadcast domain, that we can discuss on this. Let's go to the topic wise. Yeah, if you get any doubts, please let me know at the time. Here, as I inform what is, like how we can define a ethernet. Okay, ethernet works. Okay, the ethernet works or two different works. Okay, ethernet works, the ethernet work, it basically works on a layer 2. Also we can call it as a data link layer. What it will be do, it will enables, okay, between end device, means between two devices on a same network. Okay, that means it can provide the communication between the devices, okay, in a same network by using some reference address. Okay, by using some reference address, that is like a physical reference address. By based on that physical reference address, we can able to send the data. Okay, and here we can emphasize same network. Do you know what is mean by same network? The same network is in the is that, like we have all we have the, if you have two systems having same network ID. Okay, the first system network ID is, let us consider, is 10.0.0.0. The second system B is also having the same network ID. Okay, if two systems having the same network ID, we can call it those two systems are in a same network. Okay, and here we are just talking, okay, what is on what basis we can send the data on. We have some static or fixed physical address. That address is called MAC address. Okay, MAC address is a the physical address which we use to means which the devices or systems use to send the data between two systems on a same network in a layer 2 environment. Okay, in a layer 2 environment it will be sent. Okay, and what is the data representation in this layer? It is frames. Okay, the data which sending between the devices is a frame format. Okay, it's a frame format. I'll show you how the frame looks like. Okay, any doubts here, like what is the definition of the data link layer and what is the definition of Ethernet protocol? Okay, and how on which basis it will be work? Okay, and what is the data representation in layer 2?
G, what is same network? Can you please explain again?
The same network is we need to have same network ID for the two entities, like two end devices. That is called same network. For example, you have one system having one IP address 10.1.2.3, and if you have one more IP address with 20.2.1.2.3 anything, these two are two different network. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
10 is one network and 20 is another network. Okay,
Okay. So you are referring here the IP addresses, right? The
yes,
network host and all.
correct. That means always network.
O-
We can refer IP address only, but
Okay.
we in this class we are not discuss network means IP. We'll discuss on later classes as per the schedule. Yeah. Always
Okay.
network
Okay.
represents IP address. Same like whatever if you want to for instance you want to send some courier from one place to another place, you need some of the mandatory fields. Okay, you need the person name, or maybe this like a care of a father or mother. Then you have to need the street name, then village, mandal, then district, then state, then country, and last we have the pin code. If we have some of the information is there or not, it's an it's not a compulsory, it's an optional field, the above things which I said, but the pin code is mandatory. Okay, the same like IP, we have like a different for example, if one data is sent from one system to another system, it again requires some of the fields, like as we discussed on the the previous slides. We have different headers, application layer, we have something, and the TCP transport layer we have one header, and network layer we have one header, Ethernet layer one header, each headers having their specific function. Okay, in this we're going to talk about the Ethernet header. Okay, Ethernet header, how it will be go.
Okay.
Here you can see this is an example. We have three systems, system A, B, C, like our computers. One here, the computer A want to talk to the computer B. Okay, what basically required? For example, in our postal systems, I need the pin code of the source, means the sending pin code and the receiving pin code. Same like in a layer 2, we don't have any IP address TCP application. We just have the data. Okay, one user sending the data hi. Okay, it comes to the means it's A is sent to data hi to the B in the form of a frame. Okay, in layer 2, what it required? It required the MAC address of A. Okay, means the source MAC address, and it also needs the destination MAC address. Okay, data is high. Okay, and the header means the source and destination MAC address, it will be attached in the packet, means in the data field. Okay, what I said yesterday, like data is also called as a payload, and these the headers we can call it as an overhead bytes. Okay, this in this we have Ethernet header, it is in a layer 2. If this whole packet again it will be put in another box, and this box will attach with the IP header. Okay, and that is on layer 3. If it is goes to layer 4, again the total whole packet will put into the one more box, and the box is attached to the TCP header, TCP or UDP header. We'll discuss, okay, in further. Yeah, this is the flow. Just you want to send any data from one system to another system in a layer 2, you should need the MAC addresses. Always, we always need the source MAC and destination MAC. Okay. Along with that, for example, you are sending one data. Okay. You are sending one data between the two systems. The data is high. Okay, what happens, you want to send this data high, again the computers or systems don't know about this, whatever the language or the English or anything. Okay, any code, it just knows only ones and zeros, binary form. For that, it should be convert, there are some algorithms internally, it should convert into the binary format. Okay, this is the data. Okay, high is converted into the binary, this is the binary information. What happens, this data need to send to this system. Okay, now we can consider this is a layer 2, this is the layer 2. The layer 2 is always connected with switch. Okay, it is connected on one of the switch port, here also it's connected on another switch port. This is switch 1. Okay, this is system A, this is system B. Now what happens? System A want to send some data to system B via switch. It's in a layer 2. This is the data. We can call it as a payload or user data. It need to send to the system B. Now what is required? It should be sent via some boxes. Okay. It should be sent via some box. Okay. This is a box. This is a box where we are sending the data. Okay. Whatever the data I put here, this data I copied and I put that. Okay, let us consider. Okay, this is the data. This is the data 101 0100 101. Okay, this is the data I put in the box. Okay, it's in a payload form. After that, as I said before, it required the source and destination. Okay, from where we are sending, from to where it should go. Okay, for that, what happens? In the source MAC address, I need to know the MAC address of this. Okay, I think last class we talk about the MAC address. MAC is in physical address, it represents in hexadecimal format, and it has a two portions. One first portion is represents the manufacturer. Manufacturer is the company ID. The second portion is represents the sequence ID. Okay, and for simplification purpose, I considered. Okay, I didn't took all the full hexadecimal format. I just took the, this is the MAC address of the system A, my system A, and the MAC address of system B is this. Okay, what I'll put in this box, we need to put. I'll divide it into two boxes. Okay, I make this, this is the source MAC address and this is the destination MAC address. Okay, and what is the source MAC address, I'll put here, and destination MAC address. Okay, source MAC address I'll put, destination MAC address I'll put, payload I'll put. Okay, these are the things which I send from the source machine to the destination machine. Okay, for example, on a switch there is some issue. Okay, there is some issue during the transmission. What happened, while it sends the data, they got misplaced. Okay, might be 10101 or 001. It came as a, after sending, due to some switch issue or some this network transmission issue on, it will be, it comes like a 1010, instead of instead of double zero it came as a 1. Okay, 1. Okay, It came as a one. It came as a one, and when you interrupt this data, means here you did the encryption and some modulation. On this side, you have to reverse of that operation. Okay, decryption and whatever the things you did, you need to revert back. Now what happened? Whatever this data you are sending high, here it came as a HO instead of HI. It came as a HO. Okay, this means this is a like this is not the intended one. This is a failure things we can call it as. Okay, what is our intention? Our intention, whatever the data means information which we send on the source side, the same data you should require at the destination side. Okay, now we got the source, we got the destination, we got the payload, but due to some issues in the transmission, this data will not receive the means data is received but the data is not a correct form. For that what we need a system where you should, what you should require first is, first what we need to do, always error, we have to detect the error detection, then error correction. Okay, always you can remember, first you need to identify the problem. Okay, once you identify the problem, then only you can give the solution. The same like when you go to the doctor, first doctor should identify the problem. Identify the problem is 50% of solution to the problem. Okay, how the doctor will identify the problem based upon the symptoms. Okay, you have the fever and you have any giddiness and something like, there are different things, joint pains, he will ask based upon the symptom. He might conclude, means he might come on some means some opinion. Because of these symptoms he might have the some this type of problem, this type of disease. Okay, now I got the disease information, then I can treat as a like some drug, some medicine to that problem. The same like error detection, error correction. Okay, now what is our conclusion here? I can say as a ethernet header, it is not only required, this is a payload. Okay, this is the payload, and here we have a headers. Okay, we have a, this is a source MAC. Okay, destination MAC, payload, this we can call it as a user data, and this remaining field I can use as a some of other functioning like error detection, error correction. Okay, the system, but only the payload is useful to the users. These are the things, only the overheads which is used to how to do the data, how to do like where to go, how I can do, if any issues comes, how to handle, those are the things it will be handled. Okay, what is the size of a MAC address? How many byte, how many bits, how many bytes? Okay, how many 6 bytes, how many bits?
12 bits.
12 bits, how 12 bits? 1 byte equals to,
48, sir. Total.
okay, 48. 1 byte equals to 8 bits. Okay, 8 bits. When we convert the byte into bit, it will be like 6 into 8, 48 bits. Okay, normally we represent the MAC address in the form of hexadecimal number. Okay, okay, this is a like example representation of a MAC address, and these four letters sorry, first six things represent the company thing, the last six represents uh, the sequence ID on the same company. Okay, and across the globe this number is a unique. We cannot have the two same physical address of the systems. Okay, let's go exact the ethernet or this ethernet header. Okay, you can see here this the first two things we already know: destination MAC address, source MAC address. This is the 6 byte data, and this is the 6 byte data, and we have some preamble length FCS. Okay, FCS which we talk about, that is for error correction. FCS stands for frame check sequence. Okay, what happened, this if any errors received on the received frame, what it will be do, it will the receiver is reject the frame. Actually this is one of the method, but the error detection, error correction, we have multiple methods are there. Okay. Error detection, error correction, multiple methods are there. Okay. Um, let's talk about each field. The data we already know that data is nothing but the user information which we want to send from source to the destination. The data is also called as a payload. Okay, payload, whatever how it will be handled, it is taken from the lower level and it is sent to the higher layers. Okay, lower to higher. And the second one is preamble. Okay, you remember one thing, preamble. The data, like always the data transmission should be in a sync, like synchronization. Like not only this networking, might be in other like voice related application, telecom, anywhere. If you have, if you send some information, okay, for example there should be a delay, little delay, but it won't be we need to we need to nullify the delay. For example, you are speaking here, and the receiver should might have some fractions of delay, but it won't be like a bigger delays. Okay, in olden days how it is, like when you do a trunk call or some any telephonic the PSTN lines and all, there should be a lot of delay. After one person speaks, it may take some 30 seconds or more than that. uh, the person should listen that. Okay, this is especially for the longer calls. For example, you want to make any some ISD call, that time there would be a longer delay because of the more number of nodes involvement during the time. But now we are in a digital digital transmission things. However, sometimes if any issues, we can also observe that this preamble, what it will be do, it will be use some dummy bits. Okay, the our intention when you send the data, okay, if I'm speaking, means I'm speaking something, you should listen on the same time. Okay, now I'm speak some 9:32 a.m., you should also speak listen on the same time. To make the synchronization, what it will be do, it will be send some stream of bits, okay, from source to the destination, to ensure that both are in the same time, both are in a both are in a sync. Okay, it should use that preamble, we should use some bits of stream. Okay, this is the dummy bits. Okay, and the second thing is length. Okay, what is the length? Length is the size of the whole frame. Okay, this is a frame, this frame. Okay, this is normal frame, and the important question every like you will get, what is the size of the ethernet frame? We have two types of ethernet frames. One is normal frame. The normal frame size is 1500 bytes. We have one more is there, that is called jumbo frame. The size of the jumbo frame is 9600 bytes. Okay, 9 9600 bytes. Okay, and the length of the frame is represents in the form of bytes. Okay, where is this length? Yeah, here it's a length. Okay, whatever the frame size, it will be represents in the length. Okay, and you know how to like this works. For example, the frame length is 100. Okay, the data 100 is converted into byte. Okay, byte means is converted into bits. like ones and zeros. Okay, we know how to convert decimal to binary, correct? You need to convert the decimal number into binary. After you convert, you should place here like 10101111. How the number will come? The 100 decimal number, the binary number will put into these 2 bytes. Okay, and send it. This destination MAC address, source MAC address, we already know. The device which you are sending, that is source, and the device where you to send, that is destination. We already know the source MAC address and destination MAC address. And the last field is FCS, frame check sequence. As I said before, like for error correction, error detection, these things will use. Again, there are multiple algorithms or methods we have based upon the algorithm or method. First, it will detect the error. Again, once you got the error, it will ask for the retransmission or it will do some corrector. There is some parity check is there. Okay, in parity check we have two parity checks are there, even parity check and odd parity check. Okay, how the even parity check, hard parity check is works, it's very simple. Okay, it will be add all those information and get one number. You can add these numbers. Okay, 10, like 110 means 1, 11 means 0, 00 means 0, 01 means 1, 101, 101, 110, 001, 110. Okay, the parity is here is 0. The same thing you have to check here. Okay, here the parity I got 0. Here how I check? 101, 011, 101, 110, 000, 011, 101, again 101. Here the parity check 0, here the parity check 1. There is a mismatch in parity check both the ends. Okay, that's what it will think, receiver think. Okay, the parity check doesn't match. I can reject this frame and I am requesting for to resend the data again. Same data it will be resend again. Again it will do the parity check and it will be verified. Okay, this is one algorithm, parity check. But again, there are multiple and highly sophisticated algorithms are there in the systems. Based on that, it will be it will be work, and it takes very less time, in seconds, like fraction of seconds, we can get the data. Okay, once you have the Wireshark and some analyzer tool is there, then you can come to know, okay, what is happening. Okay, when you do like www.google.com, you just like within some 0.5 seconds, you can get the your query, means whatever you search for that. But backend, there are a lot of things happen. Backend, something like some 100 things are happen that we cannot get the information on directly on the browser side. Once you have the Wireshark or some capturing like a packet capturing tool is there, then we can come to know. Okay, this is the Ethernet frame. Okay, that is the Ethernet frame header. The second thing is the MAC address. The MAC address we already the expansion is media access control. This is a physical address, or we can call it as an hardware address. Okay, the MAC address is unique for each device across the globe. We don't have any two same means physical MAC addresses anywhere in the world. Okay, as I said before, it has the 6 bytes equals to the 48 bits. Okay, 1 byte equals to 8 bits. And how the MAC addresses will works? The manufacturer, it's a network interface card. Okay, we have the network interface card. What happened? Each network interface card having the different MAC address. For example, if you have one system or one CPU will have the two MAC address, then you have the two different MAC addresses. Okay, for each systems, what I mean, we have multiple MAC addresses. Okay, let us assume I have a laptop. In this laptop, how many MAC addresses I can have? How to check the what is the MAC address of the system?
We can use IP config.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we can use the ipconfig command. Yeah. In ipconfig command, we'll give the limited information like along with the ipconfig configuration, we'll use ipconfig slash all. We'll give the all the information A to Z, because whatever the communication mode or means, each communication will happen to some interface. Okay, each interface will have this particular MAC address, means physical address. Okay, now when we talk about the different communication by using a laptop or computer, well, like what are the different communications we have? One is a wired communication, that is Ethernet, LAN thing. Okay, NIC card. Along with that, we have a wireless. Okay, wireless we have Wi-Fi. Okay, wireless fidelity, like the drivers, wireless LAN drivers. Okay, WLAN drivers. One thing. The other thing we have Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth also some we can able to connect that. Okay, if we have Bluetooth hardware like internally in your laptop and you have software drivers, you should use that. Along with that, we have some virtual connectors or virtual things. Okay, whatever the things you have, that also it will be shows. Okay, how you can check? You can go here. Okay, IP. You can see here there are many more are there here. Wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi, which I connected now. Okay, this is the name. Okay, this is the name, and these are the some IEEE standards 802.802.x. Then this is a some Wi-Fi standard. Currently we are using Wi-Fi 6. Okay, each number will have some different specifications, this and some frequencies. Okay, some different bands. Okay, basically Wi-Fi works on two frequency bands. One is 2.4 gigahertz and another one is 5 gigahertz. Okay, this is my VMware machine. It's an virtual machine. Okay, this is also having one address. Okay, without address we cannot be like a communicate. This is also another VM. Okay, here I have two Wi-Fi connectors. Okay, Wi-Fi LAN adapter, but this is not connected. Okay, these are the different configurations, different things you have. If you don't want all those information to to avoid confusion and all, you can just type uh, ipconfig. Okay, it will give the information and you can check. Okay, you need always you can check for the connection type. Okay, this is the connected, and here you have the IP addresses. Okay, here we have IP6 and IP4 are there. Okay, this is the MAC address. How to find MAC address? As we talk, this 48-bit portion we can divide it into two portion, the portion 1 and portion 2. Portion 1 24 bits, we can it is an organization name. Okay, organization unique identifier, we can call it as a OUI. Okay, this is the unique code for each one. For example, you need to know that, you can Google it. Okay, this is a OUI, organizationally unique identifier. This is the for or for example, if you are using two computers on the same company, for example, Apple, it should have the same number for both of the devices. If you are using HP, also same family, you can get the same number. Okay, and the least the first three, like the first three bytes most significant represents OUI, unique identifier organically. The last three, like least significant 24 bits, represents the manufacturer assigned to the NIC card. Okay, that is a sequence number. For example, you are a manufacturer. Okay, you are a manufacturer and you have the, you want to make some code. Okay, what I'll do, I got the organizational code as AABBCC. This is my organization code. After that, I need to enter the NIC card. Okay, as I started my company. Okay, I'll give as a 001. Okay, And if you are manufacture the second device, what you will do, you can give the next number, that is nothing but the sequence number. Okay, this is the my second laptop, I manufacture as the company manufacturer, this is the third, like that it will be go. Okay, this is the sample MAC addresses, how we can means the companies will assign to that. Okay. Okay, how to find that? Okay, the MAC addresses belongs to what? Okay, which company manufacturer it is? How to find that? By using the Google, we can Google it. You can get that, or you can you log into this website uic.win en mac. There you enter the MAC address. Okay, once you enter the MAC address, you press this. It will give the address. Okay, it will give you the entire like company name, the registered like headquarter register address, and how we get that. This is only taken this first three numbers 040E3C. Okay, it doesn't care what is the next letters. Okay, and by seeing the name we can tell that this is belongs to HP Incorporation. The head office is in US. The address I think it's this is something Spring TX US location. This is about the MAC address and other things. Any doubts? Just to recap today's class, we are talk about the Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet networks or Ethernet protocol in layer two. That is the data link layer. Data link layer. How it is like how it is works. Okay, and we talked on the Ethernet header, like what is the Ethernet header and what are the different information or bytes in the Ethernet header and how it will work. The general example from one system to another system, how the data frames will goes on that, and again we talk on different MAC addresses, like how the MAC address assignment will happen. Okay, please let me know any doubts. Okay, today's class is done.
Ji, what about that assessment?
The assessment, I got half of the people I got that, and remaining people need to share that. Okay,
Okay.
it's okay. Like I'll be send on one to one, this one reply. Yeah, today I'll do that. I'll give one more
Okay.
thing, one more assessment based after this class. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for your time. Please complete the assignment, and if you have any doubts, no, let me know. If you are not able to recall that, you can reach me out after the class also. After, yeah, please let me know. Okay. Thanks, team. Thanks for attending class. Yeah. Take care.
Thank you.